Okay, let's see if anybody finds me. It's the same name. Like, I couldn't do it easier than that, right? So that was interesting. I wonder. Let's see. This is me sending something to Fuzz. Okay, let's see. Aha! You found me, Cricket. Hi, Cricket. Did I say hi before? Okay, Fuzz. Yes. Okay. I have no clue because I don't even see anything how I could have done it in the first place. Maybe the Sammy did it when he was rubbing me. Yeah, no, I am sincerely... Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, hi. I am sincerely covered in Samoyed fur. He threw himself at me a couple of times. He even tried to kneecap me. Let's see. Uh-oh. There I am. Okay, yeah, he tried to kneecap me too. He was adorable. Okay, so yeah, it's not like I didn't have a white cat for 17 years who loved me. So that's where I learned to decat and everybody thinks I'm freaking crazy. Yeah, the joke was back in the old days, how clean is her house? You can eat off of China. And they meant the cat. So you're the one who caught on and came back. You were just coming on. Okay, so I'm missing No Face. I'm getting used to Desert Dog, except he's not my final person anymore. Hi, I am Rob. So it's like, it's gonna be one of those things, because I've actually gotten mad at people who did it too. The two live chats or the two live streams that don't make any sense with each other, I should have put part 2 and I forgot. So let's see. Okay, making sure my Zoom. Yeah, so oh, there's someone looking back at me. I wonder if they're gonna go in. I don't see very many people with different colored hair though. So I see blonde, redhead, black hair, things like that, but I don't see them going in. They all stopped. Like, do we go in or do we keep walking? Maybe they're new recruits. Oh God, who was singing Village People last night? Now I've got it in the Navy stuck in my head. It's like, yeah, that band was not San Francisco centric. The YMCA was widely known, probably through the country, about how it was very welcoming. The Navy was where all of those boys went, literally, quote unquote. I can't remember the other songs, but yeah, it was just like, no wonder we all liked it here, because was it 70% of us didn't know about any of those things, and it was a great beat. So let's see. I am getting a headache again. It's my second one today. I'm just thinking, I'm sincerely thinking I just don't want to go out tonight, because I had the panel, I had my dad. This is actually relaxing for me, and then I have to go home, get dressed, and then go out again. And it's like, for someone who has a general anxiety disorder and a social anxiety disorder, I take kratom. It was once a party drug. It's now finding out that it's very good for PTSD and anxiety. So I might have to like up it for a couple of days, like by 1 capsule. I take 5, maybe twice a day. No, I take 3, maybe twice a day. And I will up it 1. I should probably just take the second 3. Anyway, I'm babbling. Yes, Macho Man. Yeah, those are for the leather guys. You know, you have the special Folsom Street Fair in September, and a lot of those quote-unquote throwbacks. But yeah, you used to see leather daddies all over San Francisco. So Probably to the point where your parents are just like, if they don't notice, I won't have to explain. Ah, North Georgia. Oh, okay. Bye. I'm sorry. You know, you can stop if you want to. They have people who'll help you leave. There are 2 different foundations that'll help. Hell, they've both made it through supposedly the wars this week that I have no clue about, which is hilarious. Don't need to know. Not my channel. I could start just saying both of them like I used to, so. Aw, you guys gonna figure out you have to pull the door, or is that the ghost telling you that I'm sitting right here talking about how you can get out, how you can contact the aftermathfoundation.org or sptvfoundation.org. They will help you leave if you want to. And if you really want to get it started, you should start looking stuff up on the internet. You can go to the main library and have an unlocked electronic device help you look at the internet. And when you're done looking at it, you just go in the browser you're in, you hit settings, then you hit history, and then you hit clear. That way you didn't exist there. I'm giving them advice again, freaks. Well, that's a good sign, I guess. So, yeah, trying to get them, what is my goal in life? To try to get people to understand that if you're not nice to them, you can't recruit them. And if your theory doesn't sound right, it's not right. And people who are in cults should just get the F out, man. It's gonna do nothing but kill your body, mess with your head, and think about it. Old guy over here started it because he got laughed at by psychiatry. Should tell you something. Oh, is his curtains open? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is his room, I think. Can't see in there. Oh God, and we're always talking about it. So that piece of black, like cardboard, I can put behind me so you can see in. Oh my God. Let's see. Yes, have a great day, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Which was the other stop on BART? 24th. 24th? Yeah, I think it was 24th. Because it was 12th, 16, 24th. 12th was Embarcadero Financial District. 16 was the shopping district. So yeah, 24th should have been the Leather Daddy District. I miss those days in a weird way because the only facial hair I've ever liked were those mustaches on Leather Daddies. They look so cute on them. Growing up here, hey, you think things like that. And it's like, if I see someone like that, I used to work a lot of like, well, I worked at, one club I worked at had a lot of gay parties. So, and the funny part was having to do them in the middle of the day. I'm dressed up like goth girl in the middle of the day while guys are coming from the festival they were at. And it's just like, sometimes somebody come in and I'd be like, oh, I remember my childhood. It was so cool. So, and okay, how's this for the weirdest story for today? When I was young, 13, I used to go to a restaurant. Why is it doing that? My phone was doing something weird. Called Church Street Station. Doesn't exist anymore. Of course, it's gone by now. Do you wish you were out here enjoying yourself? And with my brother. And my brother wanted to go off and do things, so he sent me at a pinball machine because I could be attached to a pinball machine for hours and not care. And then so he would go, someone behind me. You know, it's not that hard to walk out of the door. Excuse me. Are you thinking about going in there? It's not going to help you. All it's going to do is take your money. That's all they want. Yep, they really don't care about you. All they want is your money.
Is that open?
Yeah, but I wouldn't go in there.
You wouldn't go?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not a religion. They don't do any benefits for people outside of their religion. They don't do any charity for the inside of their religion. They're just a, tax-exempt organization because they picked on the IRS. That's it. So
I'm curious to know to see what
they don't do anything but teach you how to ignore everybody else. Because they're one of those
You've been there
places.
before?
No, but I've read a lot about it, and those curtains there are for me. Because they don't want people inside seeing me out here. So, and I do this pretty much every day. So,
What if somebody wants to go in?
you can go in. I'm not going to stop you from going in. I just wouldn't recommend it.
Do they allow it? Do they allow it? I mean, are they welcome?
I wish I could say no, but I can't lie. So, yes, you can. And that's their biggest mistake with the curtains up, is that you're supposed to be able to go in, but they put their curtains up when I show up. Supposedly to tell the people in there that there isn't somebody out here enjoying themselves. It's a cult. It's a cult in France. It's legitimately a cult in France.
They're French people?
No, they're Americans, but they're everywhere. They're all over the world. So
The first time I've seen that.
the building itself, see this building? Turned into that building. Transamerica started in this building and then moved to the pyramid. So this was a banker's building at first.
Oh, banking, that was it? That was
Yeah,
a bank?
Transamerica.
Interesting.
So the building itself is a landmark. They buy landmarks and then either use them or don't use them as a tax shelter, in my opinion. Yeah. So I really wouldn't. They won't really talk to you. They're going to sit you in front of a video because they're not allowed to talk about it. So they use videos to do it with. Isn't
So
that
you
weird?
know them.
Huh?
So you know them.
I know what they do. I'm part of a bunch of protesters. There are about 200 of us around the world to try to get them their tax exempt status revoked, and the child trafficking that they do revoked, and the adult trafficking they do revoked. So, because they take people across the state lines without really their permission. They just tell you, you're moving here. They move their people around all the time. So they don't really get permission. So it's called trafficking then. And they do it with all ages. So they've got more money than anybody knows. A lot of it is in real estate because they can't, being a tax exempt, they have to have a certain amount of money not in their banks, basically. So that's why they buy a lot of real estate.
So they do banking as well.
No. They do their banking because of the church. Think of it this way. Think of it as the Catholics on steroids. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It's like they exist as a thing, but as long as you give them money, they won't bother you. Well, no, these people are different. These people will bother the people like me out front. I just happen to know a police officer, so they leave me
People
alone.
going in and out like
If they want to, yeah. If they not
are they
really.
having activities right now?
They say they are. No, this is just to get you in so you'll watch the videos and then hopefully buy Dianetics, which is $35. And then they get your
selling stuff.
yeah, they're selling religion, their version. But once they get your phone number and your email, that's it. They'll drive you crazy forever. Someone did it 20 years ago because she just did a fair with them, didn't join them. She still gets emails.
About what? What the emails about? What do
They're
they
joining Scientology, but they'll send them a lot more if they're
do?
important.
Scientology. That's a word.
Yeah, that's a word everybody unfortunately knows because they had good PR 20 years ago.
Scientology.
Yeah, avoid it.
What
Otherwise,
kind of science do they do?
they don't. They do their word version. The guy who started Scientology was a science fiction writer. And so he adapted his science fiction to these guys. Supposedly some huge alien being froze up all the extra people on the other planets. He brought them over here, dumped them down volcanoes, and then flew DC-8. Because he said that the other planet that these people came from was exactly like the world in 1950. So DC-8s, collectors don't even collect DC-8s. They're so horrible. So yeah, they have little videos. There's a DC-8, and you're not supposed to find this out until you're like in the heavy duty. So it upsets a lot of people, and they've spent good, what, $50,000-$60,000 on this already, and then they find out that it's about an alien. Yeah.
So you're doing a documentary about them?
No, I'm protesting. I'm on a protest sort of link up on YouTube. We're all independent, but we all...
live though?
Yeah, I'm live right now. That's why I'm not pointing it at you. I don't point it at people. So, but yeah, you don't want to go in there.
I'm very curious.
If you do, you won't be out before I leave. I know that.
So do you want me to stay the whole time if I just want to spend 5 minutes?
Actually, I don't know, because there are some kids who are going into Scientologies where they're vacationing. They come out, but they come out laughing. So it's like, I don't know what they're saying. I don't get to hear it on my end, but they say that they can hear me from here.
I don't want to spend too much time, but I just want to see.
Yeah, if you got 10 minutes, no way. Because they're also going to go, but there's this, but there's this. You know, it's like when you want to leave and a parent is like, no, you can't leave. You got to stay here for a second. You know, that's what it reminds me of. It's like, no, you've got to stay for this. So what about this? But can we do that? They'll do that. And that will take longer than 10 minutes, even trying to get out.
If I want to leave, are they going to force me to stay?
They can't. It's illegal.
Okay.
Nobody's ever told me they had, so I don't expect it. The last thing they want is to be in media. And if you went to the cops about it and the media caught it, you know, and said that Scientology made someone stay, they'll be nuts. They don't want to be in media. So that's also part of the reason we're doing this, because there have been documentaries. There's a Scientology documentary. Just look up Scientology on YouTube. You can see all this stuff there. Yeah, it's really interesting, and you'll be glad you didn't walk in that door. But yeah, their main thing today is for you to look, I think, at 3 videos and buy a Dianetics book. Even though you could probably get one off of eBay if you're really interested for like $5. Or even some library, I think the main library might have it. They tried to get them in old libraries and they went, no thank you.
Who's the head of this organization?
It's a guy named David Miscavige, and he's shorter than me. We try not to pick on short because it's not nice. But he's got a huge Napoleon complex.
He's still alive?
Yes, the original guy is not. The original guy was L. Ron Hubbard, and he passed away in the 80s. And he was a mess when he left, because he had all these people paying attention to him. So he was sick, he was drugged up, he was put different places because he was still wanted for fraud in France. So, so it's like, it's your typical cult. That's it. It is exactly, there's got to be, it's like 7M, it's like Nixium, it's like they're all the same. Twin Flames, all of those ones. They all have the same thing. The minute the head guy starts abusing people, like yelling at them, then you know it's a cult. So, you're finding me. Okay. I mean, they used to tie up the cell lines out here, but I threatened to call the FCC because they don't like that happening, so they stopped. It would only happen in the front door here, and my brother suggested that that's a FCC violation, and they'll love to get them. So I threatened, they turned it down.
But if it's more than 10 minutes, no. Because I don't have more than 10 minutes.
Like I said, I don't think...
I'm curious to see, that's it.
You can go, like I said, go on YouTube and go watch one of the videos there. Because there are people who've taken videos, undercover videos of going in. See, there's one over there. There's probably one over there. There's two up there now. No, one up there. There is one about halfway. There's one hanging from the fire escape on both sides. I think there was one in front of the door over there. Yeah. The problem is that, especially in San Francisco, we're a tech world here. So it's so easy to see these things, especially considering they can't mess up the building because it's a landmark. So they have to put them all in there instead of recesses. So we know all of them. They had to move one of the cameras because one of the cameras pointed straight down. And I said, you guys need to move this camera or you're going to get in trouble, because I called it the boob camera because it literally went, I realized, oh my God, it's going straight down into my cleavage. And they moved it about a week later. So they listen to me, they pay attention to me, they just wanted to pretend I don't exist.
You're famous now.
Not really. I'm trying to be famous in our world because we're trying to get this taken care of, because the thing that bothers most people the most is the children, because they're teaching the children. They think that children are adults. That's what they say. So they separate them from their parents, and they start treating them like Scientologists adults, and so they start teaching them all the stuff that they learn, that people learn when they're adults instead of children.
Scientology.
Yes, it's the whole theory of children are adults is really twisted. So
that means a church that teaches science?
No, that's a church that teaches their religion. It's not even church. I call it a club. Their own religion, which is don't talk to anybody who's not in Scientology unless you want to get them into Scientology, because there are people who pass out flyers.
They pass out flyers too?
I followed one that was going to do it in at the Ferry Building, but because San Francisco wouldn't like that either, because that's why there are no like anything I put up here, because they don't like garbage. So they give me a ticket for putting up stuff that can be torn down and left. So
you go to church too?
No, I don't believe in church. I believe there is a higher entity, but I don't have one in store. So I call it the Superman panel of God.
Superman.
Yeah, so it's everybody. So I'm going to go back to yelling at the door. You have a good day.
Let's see what's that one coming.
Oh, you're going to go for it. Good luck. I hope you come out. Let's see, what time is it, guys? It's 3:02. I'm actually going to have to get going because I have to go home and get dressed. So, oh, I wonder if that guy there has been watching me. It's possible. And people watch me all the time. I have private eyes sometimes. So, let's do a partial walk up the street. So, I hope you don't go in, but if you do, I hope you get out fast. Have a good weekend. He actually could have also been a Nation of Islam, because that's what I complained about yesterday, that I'd only seen one black person or guy. I think there are 2 at least mixed women. So that could be my answer. And so I realized this is going long and he understands me and he's making up words. So it's like, I think you might be a distraction. So I tried to pay attention, but I have so much fun telling people about the volcanoes and Xenu. I said Xenu, he didn't jump. So we've taken it for granted that Nation of Islam does exact same Scientology. Should look that up and see if they do. So they may have it out about Xenu already and just say don't pay attention to that. It's very possible. Hi, Carrie Ann. Nah, he wasn't weird for here at all, believe it or not. He could hear me and he was understanding, but he was pretending not to. So he's just staring at the building. He's pretty much on like more of the computer nerd side. So that's why I was thinking. And we are down the street from X, and X only has their, what they call them, 1A passport people. So it's possible he's just a nerd. So that's what he seemed like. So my people, those who should be gone by now but won't be because you don't listen to real good advice. I'm gone. You can take the curtains down. Unless there's somebody who comes in the evening I don't know about. We don't communicate for real. So if there are 2 other people coming day and evening, I don't know about it, but I'm happy. So I hope you have an interesting evening. I hope the guy up front wasn't Nation of Islam. And I hope he walks out within 10 minutes. So have a nice day, freaks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, cool. Not tonight, though, because I'm not going to be home. Oh, I can rewatch it. Duh. Oh, God, cool. Go Natalie Webster. Okay, so I will see you guys all later. The paper on Nation of Islam, and I keep saying it wrong. I don't think it's Islam. I think it's Islam. I probably heard it when I was very little called Islam, because I had the Black Panthers around me. So, yeah, because I keep hearing myself pronounce it wrong, but naturally. So yes, thanks for joining today. Hit the like button, sub if you're not. Think about the things I've said, contemplate, and I'm sure they're dying to tell me, oh, you've got dog all over you. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. If I don't pop it out, I might take the purse is big enough tonight. I might take the gimbal and show what I'm watching. So who knows? So I will see you guys all later. Oh, I don't have pyramid. Oh, I have very top of pyramid behind the hamburger sign. So, okay. Ciao, Velas.